Mortal Kombat absolutely has no shortage of villains that the heroes have to contend with. The series is perhaps known for gore and smack talk, but there is also a continuous war between good and evil that stretches throughout. One figure squarely placed on the villain's side is Quan Chi, a character that has been a reoccurring menace and is a prominent villain despite being comparatively late when placed next to other names such as Shang Tsung or Shao Kahn. We'll tell you more about this character in our video on the full story of Quan Chi. Quan Chi is an evil sorcerer, much like Shang Tsung. However, he boasts some unique talents in his ability to summon portals to travel between realms at will and to reanimate the dead to serve him. Quan Chi, in dealing with heroes and villains alike, is willing and tends to lie to them in order to lead them down roads that serve his interests, even able to project false images or memories into others' minds. Quan Chi is sometimes seen assisting or acting to support the efforts of the evil Shinnok, even when Shinnok is not even mentioned by name. Shinnok is important to Quan Chi as he is weaker without Shinnok's help. Before continuing, it is worth noting that there are two continuities in Mortal Kombat, the Midway continuity and the NetherRealm continuity. The Midway continuity is comprised of all titles developed by Midway Games, the original developer of the Mortal Kombat series. The NetherRealm continuity is comprised of all games developed by NetherRealm Studios, the current developer of the franchise, starting with Mortal Kombat 2011. Quan Chi made his debut in Mortal Kombat with Mortal Kombat 4. Prior to that, Quan Chi reached great power by assisting Shinnok in escaping from the Netherrealm, and this is the foundation of their alliance, which would be recurring throughout this timeline and the Netherrealm continuity. Quan Chi later learns of the location of a map to find Shinnok's amulet, which is necessary for Shinnok's full revival, when Shang Tsung tells him of it. This discussion between Quan Chi and Shang Tsung is also an important one for the history of Mortal Kombat, as it is the foundation of an uneasy alliance between two sorcerers with divergent interests and somewhat similar power positions. Knowing where the amulet's map is, Quan Chi enlists Bi-Han of the Lin Kuei clan of Chinese martial artists to retrieve it. Bi-Han, known as the first Sub-Zero in the Mortal Kombat games and playable in the first Mortal Kombat game as Sub-Zero, is contracted by Quan Chi to retrieve the map and amulet in exchange for the eradication of the rival martial arts clan Shirai Ryu based in Japan. This is the foundation for Mortal Kombat mythology's Sub-Zero. During the game, Sub-Zero and Scorpion of the Shirai Ryu clan eventually face off, but Sub-Zero wins and kills Scorpion. Scorpion would be later revived as a revenant seeking vengeance against Bi-Han after being killed by him, believing him to be responsible for the death of his family and wiping out the Shirai Ryu. But that itself is a lie projected onto Scorpion's consciousness by Quan Chi, though Scorpion would not know of it until it is too late. Bi-Han does retrieve the map to Shinnok's amulet and is contracted again by Quan Chi to retrieve the amulet itself, a mission which he also completes. Quan Chi's motivations are known to Bi-Han only after retrieving the amulet from Bi-Han, and the game would conclude with Bi-Han's defeat of both Quan Chi and Shinnok. Nevertheless, Quan Chi would form the Brotherhood of Shadows cult. The Brotherhood of Shadows' time to revive Shinnok came with Mortal Kombat 4, Quan Chi's playable debut. Quan Chi himself sought the defeat of the new Sub-Zero, a role assumed by Bi-Han's younger brother Kuai Liang after Bi-Han was slain by Scorpion during the first Mortal Kombat game. Quan Chi told Scorpion that this Sub-Zero is responsible for destroying his family and the Shirai Ryu, which sent Scorpion on a rampage that nearly ended with Sub-Zero's death. This was averted when, before Scorpion could deliver the killing blow to Sub-Zero, Quan Chi revealed that he was responsible for the crimes he attributed to Kuai Liang as the current Sub-Zero and Bi-Han. This pisses off Scorpion, and he takes Quan Chi with him to the Netherrealm and tortures him. This continued until the Moloch rescued Quan Chi, and in return, Quan Chi promises that he will take the demons with him when he leaves Netherrealm. This is a promise that he does not honor, and it is important later as it incites their wrath. The portal that Quan Chi escapes through leads him to the tomb of the evil Dragon King Onaga, who led an invincible army. Needing help to secure this army, Quan Chi takes this information to Shang Tsung, and the two form an alliance to dominate all realms, a deadly alliance per the name of the fifth Mortal Kombat game, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Quan Chi creates a Soul NATO to provide Shang Tsung with souls to be used as power, which would help to dispatch Shao Kahn and Liu Kang before they awakened Onaga. The Deadly Alliance killed Liu Kang, and they thought they had killed Shao Kahn, until it was revealed much later on that the Shao Kahn killed was not real. The Deadly Alliance conspires against and kills some of the heroes that would oppose them after taking out these two enemies, but also harbor suspicions about each other, with Shang Tsung also forming an alliance with Draman and Moloch, the Oni that Quan Chi left behind. However, when Onaga was fully revived, Quan Chi, Raiden, and Shang Tsung realized that Onaga was a threat, and the resulting 3-on-1 would see Raiden becoming corrupted and Shang Tsung dead, with Quan Chi escaping. Quan Chi would not be present for the 6th game in the series, Mortal Kombat Deception, but would return for the last and 7th game in the Midway continuity, Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Possessing Shinnok's amulet again, Quan Chi participates in an uneasy alliance with Onaga, Shao Kahn, and Shang Tsung. He fights with the forces of darkness in the Battle of Armageddon at the game's end, though he does not survive the battle. This course of events ends with Quan Chi dying, but it is also a course of events that spells obliteration for the heroes and is something that Raiden, a hero himself, seeks to overturn. He sends the information gleaned from this timeline to a past self so that the heroes may make choices that ensure their survival and guarantee the protection of Earthrealm. This is the foundation of the NetherRealm continuity and starts with Mortal Kombat 2011, taking place chronologically at the start of the first Mortal Kombat game. Quan Chi is again responsible for leading Scorpion to killing Bi-Han, then acting as Sub-Zero by convincing Scorpion that Bi-Han destroyed his family and the Shirai Ryu. Quan Chi also participates in a 2-on-1 with Shang Tsung against Kung Lao in the second Mortal Kombat tournament of 2011 story mode, but is defeated there. Shortly afterward, Shao Kahn suffers a near-fatal punch through the gut by Liu Kang, but is healed by Quan Chi. When Shao Kahn returns amongst his lieutenants, Quan Chi proposes a merger of Outworld and Earthrealm by reviving the dead Queen Sindel. With Sindel revived, Quan Chi later constructs a Soulnado to give her more power, but it is destroyed when Nightwolf kicks Noob Saibot into the Soulnado. Quan Chi is later visited by Raiden after many of the heroes have been slain by Sindel. After Raiden sees that Quan Chi has reanimated the souls of slain heroes for his bidding, Quan Chi inadvertently reveals that when Outworld and Earthrealm are merged, Shao Kahn will face failure for violating the rules of Mortal Kombat, as Outworld would need to have won 10 consecutive Mortal Kombat victories against Earthrealm before a merger would be accepted. At the end of Mortal Kombat 2011 story mode, Quan Chi and Shinnok muse over Raiden's survival, Shao Kahn's death, and their plans that they would attempt to put into action in the next game in the continuity, Mortal Kombat 10. Quan Chi and Shinnok attempt to take over the Jinsei Chamber, which houses Earthrealm's life force, early in the story mode for Mortal Kombat 10, but are stopped by the heroes, and Shinnok is locked away in his amulet. Years later, Sonya and Johnny Cage infiltrate Quan Chi's fortress, and while Johnny Cage almost loses his life to an attack from the Revenant form of Jax, Sonya and Johnny Cage survive the fight, and the Revenant forms of Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Jax are restored to humanity after some important assistance from Raiden. It eventually comes to pass that D'Vorah, ostensibly an associate of Outworld Emperor Kotal Khan, is actually working for Shinnok and Quan Chi. D'Vorah's goal was to track and steal Shinnok's amulet, and then to present it to Quan Chi. When Quan Chi is later captured by a group of Earthrealm heroes, Scorpion arrives at the location where Quan Chi is being held so that he may extract his revenge, now knowing that Quan Chi nearly wiped out the Shirai Ryu and killed his family. This against the other heroes' wishes, as they hope to manipulate Quan Chi's magic to restore other revenants to humanity. While Scorpion and the Shirai Ryu overrun the camp where Quan Chi is held, D'Vorah makes her way to the same location. As Scorpion is about to behead Quan Chi, D'Vorah passes Shinnok's amulet to Quan Chi, and the sorcerer utters a spell that revives Shinnok before Scorpion kills him. This closes Quan Chi's involvement in Mortal Kombat 10. There really isn't much else for Quan Chi with his death at the hands of Scorpion. Shinnok himself is also dead at the end of Mortal Kombat 10, and D'Vorah is on the run. Who would revive Quan Chi, and with what means, and why would they revive him? The plot for Mortal Kombat 11 revolves around time travel and characters' past selves confronting their current selves. There is no current Quan Chi, and there is already a leading villain in Kronika, accompanied by her servant Geras. Quan Chi may have a cameo appearance in flashbacks, but there's not much to expect from him in the upcoming Mortal Kombat game so far as we can tell. And that concludes our video on the full story of Quan Chi. Quan Chi doesn't really have an arc of character growth or defining personality traits outside of perhaps an obvious disregard for those who are weaker than him or don't serve his interests. He is a political and manipulative villain, more subtle than Shao Kahn or Shang Tsung, but much of his power seems to be connected to employing other characters as souls to do his bidding or allying with a more powerful villain in Shinnok. Otherwise, he is looking to amass power for himself, as villains are often inclined to do. He is distant from Shao Kahn's machinations and had no problem manipulating him for his own use. Tell us what you think of Quan Chi in the comments section below. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from Gaming Bolt, you can always hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon next to it. That way you will never miss any of our videos.